It's strange how easily fear sneaks into our hearts as we get older. You turn 60, 70, 80, and suddenly, every small ache feels like an alarm bell. Every tired morning feels like a warning. We start asking ourselves quietly, even if we don't dare to say it out loud, is this it? Is my time coming soon? It's a thought that's hard to shake once it's there. But what if I told you? There are signs, real, hopeful signs, that your body and spirit are still strong, still thriving, still very much alive. Signs that you're aging well, not dying, that your journey isn't winding down. It's still unfolding with beautiful, vibrant days ahead. And today, we're going to explore those signs together. If you see even a few of them in yourself, congratulations, you have more control, more resilience, and more life left in you than you might have realized. And if you spot them in someone you love, don't keep it to yourself, please. Share this video with them. Sometimes, just knowing you're on the right track can make all the difference in how you feel about each new day. Now, let's gently walk into the first quiet sign. It's easy to miss because it doesn't shout for attention. It's subtle, almost hidden. It's that feeling, deep down, that you still have dreams. You may not call them dreams anymore, not the wild ones we had at 20, but you wake up with ideas, curiosities. Maybe it's wondering if you could paint again after all these years. Maybe it's a sudden interest in learning a new language, even if just a few phrases to surprise your grandchildren, or a tiny hope that next spring, you'll plant a garden bigger than last year's. Dreams don't have to be grand. In fact, the smaller, the better, because it means your heart still leans forward into life. And the truth is, when you still have hopes and little plans, even if they're just whispers, you're nowhere near the end. You're still very much living. If you're still watching, that alone is a beautiful sign. It shows you're curious, you're open, you're still reaching for more, and that's a quiet but powerful kind of youth that no number can erase. If this is resonating with you, take a moment and tap the like button or share this with someone you care about. Someone who deserves to be reminded of the life still blooming inside them. Sometimes, we all need a little nudge to see what's already shining within us. Now, the second sign is even more surprising because it's something many people take for granted. It's the way you recover from small setbacks, not necessarily bouncing back overnight like a teenager. No, it's the quiet resilience you show when you catch a cold and, instead of spiraling downward, you bounce back after a few days of rest. It's when a minor fall leaves you sore but not broken. When stress visits but doesn't make a permanent home in your chest. Recovery, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, is a hidden superpower. And if you notice that you still heal, still rebound, still find your footing again after life trips you up, that's not just good luck. That's your body and mind still working, still fighting for you, still fiercely alive. The third sign is something most people never realize is a sign at all. It's laughter, not the polite kind you offer in a conversation out of habit. I'm talking about real, belly-deep laughter that catches you off guard, the kind that fills a room and leaves you wiping your eyes. If you still find yourself laughing, really laughing, at silly things, or touching moments, or even your own mistakes, you are so alive it's breathtaking. Laughter is the music of a healthy spirit. It shows that life still surprises you, that joy still reaches you, and that your heart is still open enough to dance with the moment. There's something almost sacred about realizing you can still find things funny. It means you haven't closed off, even after everything you've lived through. It means you're not living in the past. You're here, present, catching the magic life throws at you in unexpected ways. And speaking of being present, the fourth sign might be hiding right there, in your ability to feel wonder. Think about it for a second. When was the last time you paused, truly paused, to watch the sunset without reaching for your phone? Or smiled because the morning light hit your kitchen table just right? Or felt the tug of amazement at a child's giggle, a dog's wagging tail, or the smell of rain? If you still notice these small wonders, if you still feel that flicker of awe, then your soul is anything but fading. It's thriving. People who are close to death often stop noticing the world around them. They become withdrawn, disconnected, dulled. Wonder is the soul's way of whispering, "I'm still here." And if you feel it, no matter how quietly, you are still very much among the living. We're only just beginning this beautiful journey through the signs of vibrant aging. And if you're still with me, it's no coincidence. It means something inside you recognizes the truth we're unfolding here. You're aging, not ending. You're living, not leaving. And there's so much more good to discover. Another beautiful sign that you're far from fading away is the way you still care about connecting with others. It might not be in grand ways anymore. You may not throw big parties or rush out to every gathering, but there's a quiet, enduring tenderness in how you check on a neighbor, send a birthday card, or even simply ask your grandchildren how their day was. The desire to stay connected, to reach out, to share a piece of yourself with someone else is a deeply life-affirming instinct. When people are approaching the end of their journey, they often begin to detach. The world feels too heavy, too distant, but if you still find yourself reaching toward others, even in small, simple ways, it's a powerful sign that your spirit remains very much alive and invested in the world around you. Sometimes it's not even about grand conversations. Sometimes it's just about sitting quietly with someone and feeling comfort in their presence. That still counts. More than you realize. It matters. And if you're still here with me, still listening, still feeling each of these signs, I want to gently remind you that there's something special about you. Take a moment right now, maybe even pause this video for a second, and let that truth sink in. You're not just surviving, you're living in a way that brings light into the world. And if you're finding this message comforting or reassuring, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. There's someone else out there, someone you love, who needs to hear these words today. 2. As we continue this journey, another quiet but powerful sign emerges. The way you still adapt. It might sound simple, but being able to adjust, to change your plans when it rains, to learn how to use a new phone even when it feels frustrating, to find a new routine when your old one no longer fits your body, these tiny acts of flexibility are proof of an agile, resilient spirit. Many people assume aging means becoming rigid, stuck, stubborn, but true aging well is marked by a kind of gentle bending. Like a tree that sways with the storm but doesn't break. If you find yourself adjusting, maybe grumbling a little, sure, but adjusting nonetheless, you are not on the decline. You are demonstrating one of the rarest and most vital forms of strength, the ability to change while keeping your core intact. There's something truly inspiring about someone who can say, "This isn't how I thought it would be, but I'm finding a way anyway." If that's you, even in small ways, you are aging not just gracefully, but powerfully. And the final sign, perhaps the most profound one of all, is this. You still find reasons to be grateful. Gratitude isn't something that just happens. It's a choice, a perspective, a way of seeing the world. When you wake up and appreciate the fact that you can breathe, or that your coffee tastes just right this morning, or that your legs, even if a little sore, still carry you across the room, that's not naivety. That's wisdom. Gratitude is the quiet armor against despair. It's the daily decision to focus on what's here, what's beautiful, instead of what's missing. And here's the truth no one says out loud. People who are near the end often lose their sense of gratitude. They see only the losses, the aches, the empty spaces. But if you still find yourself whispering thank you to a sunrise, a smile, a kind word, you are still fully engaged with life itself. You are still here, still learning, still laughing, still loving, still fighting. In the softest, most graceful ways, you are aging well. And it's something worth celebrating, not fearing. And as we close this quiet walk through the signs of vibrant life, I hope you feel a little lighter, a little more hopeful, a little more connected to the beautiful, unstoppable spirit inside you. Aging is not the end of the road. It's the deepening of it, the widening, the part where the view gets more breathtaking because you know how precious every moment truly is. If you recognize yourself in these signs, if you still dream, still laugh, still heal, still wonder, still reach out, still adapt, and still give thanks, you are not slipping away. You are shining, quietly but fiercely. And if this video touched you in any way, consider sharing it. There's someone out there, maybe someone you haven't spoken to in a while, who needs this gentle reminder. 2, let's keep spreading these quiet truths, these little lights, to everyone who needs them. Because at the end of the day, life isn't measured by how many years we have left, but by how deeply we live the ones we're given. And you, my friend, are living beautifully.